Hey. I just saw you were logging out, so I thought I'd stop by and give you something. A little welcome gift. We give awards to our top-notch employees for doing quality work. And they're nice to have since there's no official bonus scheme here. I already have about 11 or so. Oh. Bonjour? Of course. I'll pass it on. Well, looks like Olivier wants to meet with you. It's exciting. Follow me. It's on the top floor, so it's not hard to find. But the rest of this building can be confusing to first-timers, so we had the tools team whip up a great map application. Check your communicator. I added a waypoint to Olivier's office. Should be easy to find. Olivier's a nice guy. He won't bite.
All right, ladies and gents, I'm your host, CenterStrain01, and we are back with more Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. It looks like we already finished Sequence 3, so I think it's time to move on to Sequence 4 once we get done with this present day here. So we need to go to the CCO. Hopefully you're enjoying the walkthrough so far.
Hello? Hi? Testing. Is this thing working? This is John from IT. We met earlier. I was calibrating your Animus. I'm sort of the, Scotty of this Abstergo enterprise. In charge of all the tech stuff. Do you have a minute? Damn it. The tracker says you're on your way to Olivier's office. All right. I'll ping you when you're done. I have a favor to ask.
Let's look at some of this art.
Go right in. He's waiting for you.
Oh, yes. The games of old, Assassin's Creed. As you can see, you can still look around a lot. Let's use the restroom real quick. Oh, that's the spot. Alright, don't forget to wash your hands. This is a respectful channel. And you can use the stairs too, I guess. Lots of places to explore. Now remember, at any time you can actually go back to the present day, so you don't have to wait until the end of sequences or whenever the game wants you to do it. You can do it at any time.
Olivier said to go right.
Well, unless you are specifically ordering me to abandon it, I won't jeopardize our flagship project. Edward Kenway is the... But this is how Hollywood got its start, right? With pirate movies. Douglas Fairbanks, Errol Flynn, and now we have access to the real deal. Wait. Exactly. We'll talk about all that together at the shareholders event. Right. Looking forward to seeing you too. Take care, Laetitia. Salut! Hi! Thanks for coming in. I know you're busy. So I reviewed some of your data. Pretty raw stuff. Obviously, we need to scrub off some of the dirt to make it family-friendly. Maybe give Edward a voice like James Bond or something. More of a ladies' man. A beautiful city, no? So the main reason I asked you here concerns something called the Observatory. It's been mentioned a few times in the footage you found. I'd like to encourage you to focus on locating this specific set of memories as soon as possible. If it were up to me, on s'en crisse. I wouldn't bother. But some bigwigs at Abstergo Industries have been hounding me for days. So, follow whatever leads you find, and hopefully we can... Oh, incoming call. I have to take this. We'll keep in touch. Bonne journée. Alan, bonjour. Oui, tout va bien. Naturellement.
All right, so obviously there's a bigger plot going on here. Something's going on. Obviously, the bigger wigs want to find out what this observatory is. All right, looks like we got a note up ahead.
Oui, bien sûr.
Into the gray, the digital frontier, the singularity. Nice office, though, I gotta say. Beautiful city. She did a really good job. Alright.
Hi, John from IT again. You got a second? Good. I'm adding a waypoint to your map. So, a colleague of yours left for vacation this morning and forgot to send a video file she promised me. Since I hate just about everyone else on your floor, I was hoping you could help me. Could you transfer the file from her computer and deliver it to the courier when she comes? It'll be easy. You just wander over to their Animus, log in, and transfer the file. Easy. And please be snappy before I find a reason to hate you, too.
Alright, so it looks like we could, I guess, do some hacking. Fishy fishies.
A locked door? Not a problem. That's the advantage of me having level 1 security clearance. Now, you do too. Don't abuse it. Log on and I'll walk you through this.
Alright, so we got more clearance now. Change more things we're going to be able to find out. Oh, here's a note over here. Let's go ahead and pick it up. I'm trying to pick up as many of these as we can as we look around. As you can see, you can log into anyone's private collection, I guess, or
Something wrong?
all right, let's do this.
Now, you need to bypass the core to find the data inside. Once you reach it, your communicator will download it automatically. You need to find your way around the core to reach the data inside.
Open tutorial. Let's see it. All right, so we got to move data with L, rotate sphere, get the data moving in an infinite loop around the sphere. So we need to find an infinite loop, which I guess is the green, the possibility for infinite loop. All right, once your data moves in a specific direction, it will continue moving until it reaches an obstacle. The teleporter blocks are in pairs. When your data passes through one of the teleporters, it will be teleported to the other one, retaining direction and movement. Alright, looks like that's it. Alright, so let's see how this is, I guess. Alright.
You cracked it. Good. The file should be downloading. I set up a database for any data you find. Just look for the My Files section in your communicator, and you'll be redirected right away. Everything you download will be found in there. Protected by a firewall, of course.
December 23rd, 2012. Sample Recovery Unit Team Lead Fisher Case reporting on Subject 17, Desmond Miles. The subject was deceased and unattended. Time of death was placed around 0 hours and 7 minutes, with conditions favorable for DNA sample recovery. We had some initial concerns about interference in the vault, but given the skill and talent of this team, we were able to capture useful data. I personally retrieved the subject's backpack and extracted a number of objects of interest to undergo detailed analysis. The subject displayed burns to the right hand, severe enough to fuse the bones, indicating some kind of spontaneous, intense burn trauma. Honestly, we've never seen anything like it before. Head, neck, and torso remained in good condition. I hand-selected recovery agents to retrieve fluid samples, blood and saliva. We then commenced material extraction and were able to preserve several exemplary samples. Data analysis and sequencing is already underway, and I'm told proceeding with exceptional ease. Thanks to the cloud database and the work of Abstergo Sample Recovery Unit 3, the legacy of Subject 17 will continue uninhibited as Sample 17.
I don't know if I really like that. Why did they just leave his body there whenever he died? You know, you would think his father and everyone else would not just leave the body there, but I'm trying to remember. I mean, I know how Assassin's Creed 3 ended, obviously, because you've watched my walkthrough, my 100% sync walkthrough on it. But it didn't make sense to me how they wouldn't, or why they wouldn't go back and pick him up so that these guys can't just pick him up or something like that. So, all right.
Oh, you're better at this than I'd hoped. Now zip on down to the lobby. Come on. See that file you acquired? I wouldn't recommend watching it. I mean, you could, but it's unpleasant. So once you hand it off, just pretend this never happened, okay? Otherwise, you'll just go to bed feeling sad. Anyway, the courier should be waiting downstairs. She's been here a while. I suppose it goes without saying, just because you now know how to hack all your colleagues' computers, it doesn't mean you should. I mean, not every day, right? No, seriously, though, that's illegal, so don't be a dick. Unless that's your nature.
I like to think it's my nature. But for the sake of this, we are gonna hack some more people. Obviously, we need to hack 33 computers to see. Excuse me, hold on. I gotta sneeze. Shit! Oh, sorry about that. But the cool thing is that was actually pretty fun to hack. It wasn't too bad. So why don't we just do one more, just to show you guys a little bit more. As you can see, we still need to find it. I think I already did. Okay. So you gotta find the edge. There we go. We found it. Oh, look who it is. We know this guy. Rodrigo Borgia. And I guess you can see everything that you can go to My Files and you can look. Great Minds, Subject 17, Notes. And I do believe there's one more in here that we can do. So we'll go ahead and do all three of them that are in this location. I'm sure you probably got to find moments when to do it when there's nobody in the rooms or whatever. So let's take this opportunity and do it. Ooh, that was close. You gotta find the one where it's matches up evenly. Ah. I really do like this. The first ones were easy, but this is kind of a challenge here. There we go.
Hey, Dad. You know, it's funny. I have this memory of you, one I keep coming back to, and I always think about it when I'm working or just before going to bed, because it sort of calms me, I guess. I was 14, I think, and you were trying to teach me how to walk with a light step. Remember that? How to be mindful of how much noise I made when I moved around. Simple stuff. Stuff I understand now, but back then, I gotta tell you, I thought you were just being an asshole. You told me you were gonna go up to your room and sit with your back to the door and read a book. And you wanted me to wait at least 15 minutes and then sneak up there and tap you on the shoulder without you knowing. I even remember the book you were reading at the time, the one by Captain Johnson. And you warned me that if you caught me, we'd have to start all over. Then you went upstairs. And I waited. I waited, and I waited, and I waited. I waited 4 hours before deciding to go up. And even then, it took me 20 minutes to get to the foot of the stairs. And another 30 to get up them. And then 10 to get down the hall. And there I was at the door and peeked into your room. And I was so hoping that you'd be asleep. But no, you were still reading. And I just about shit myself. But 10 minutes later, I was just 5 feet away from you. And that's when I remember setting my foot down, and you flinched. Ever so slightly, you flinched. I thought maybe I'd imagined it, but I knew you'd heard me. You didn't say anything. You just checked your watch, you reached for your drink, you took a sip, and then you kept reading. But I knew I'd failed. You didn't say anything. I didn't understand why. Then I lunged and tapped you on the shoulder, and you turned around, and oh, fantastic, you said, and you scooped me up, and you gave me a big hug, and I didn't say anything. But Dad, I was so pissed off. I wanted to scream at you. I'd failed, and you knew it, but you said nothing. And I stayed mad for weeks. I thought you were patronizing me. But maybe you decided right there that I was never going to be the man you wanted me to be. But I realized just a few years ago that you checking your watch, that was the clue, wasn't it? You let me win because I had been so patient. I guess that impressed you. You know, maybe at that moment you thought it might be better to be my dad instead of my mentor. I don't really know. Maybe for you they're one and the same. You know, either way, I'm happy to know that both my mentor and my dad are looking out for me that day. I didn't understand that then. I think I do now.
That was really good. I'm glad they were actually able to get Nolan North back. Hopefully he's, I don't know, the way that they wrapped up that body in the end, you know, there's gotta, oh come on, if we can do this here, there's gotta be a way to bring him back. I mean, I just cannot see Assassin's Creed going on, even if you use this, an infinite possibilities of being able to take his memories and his DNA. It's still not Desmond. I mean, I don't give two shits about the character I'm playing right now in the present day, because it has no relation to Desmond whatsoever.
It's a bit rude making the courier wait.
Yeah, suck it. You know, I want to care about my characters. I care about Edway already because he's part of that DNA line, you know? But I really don't care about this character right here. So Ubisoft, if you're listening out there and YouTube land, make me care. Bring Desmond back. I don't care how you do it.
Well below my skill level.
Yeah, well, your coffee is shit. You could use some practice.
What? No. I followed that recipe to the letter.
It's an art, Sean, not a science.
Holy shit. I heard him. Where are they?
Oh, look who's here. So you didn't forget, after all. You're just incredibly rude and made poor Rebecca here wait for nearly 30 minutes.
You limey. Be nice. Sorry about him. He's high on his own supply. So, how should we do this? Data transfer? Great. That should do it. We'll email you the receipt. Till next time. Take care, Sean.
Bye-bye, yes, bye. And don't expect any more free coffee. Arrogant. She's great, isn't she?
That is awesome. Can we go talk to her?
Hey, I just got word the courier has come and gone. Wonderful, you're a miracle. No, that's an exaggeration. You're not a miracle. You're an employee, doing a job. But thanks for helping out. Anyway, thanks. Have fun pirating.
She keeps trying to move and I won't let her. Alright, there we go. We got her to stop a little bit. So there's what she looks like now, huh? A little different. Wow. God, I hope they really do play into the story later, because then that'll really make me fall in love with this whole game again.
I always feel
Or
like
this whole series.
The floors don't creak.
Only problem is we don't have the chance to talk to him right now. That would've been nice. Hey, I'm reliving, you know, the memories of your old friend. Alright, so I think we're ready to do this. I see you. Sticky note number 10. It'd be really cool if I can get them all. Gotta catch them all. They're like Pokemon.
Yeah. I've been pushing it to 5.
I could do some
6
stealing. I could
hours
steal his
every day.
tablet.
Damn.
It's the new
That's
Nexus
enough to
10,
trigger
huh?
bleeding or
Whoa!
You need to be cautious. They've made progress on that.
Alright. So we'll do more searching around later, but right now we're just going to go ahead and head back up there. And we're going to continue on with the story, because I know that's what you guys want to see. I need better elevator music, huh? I like Mass Effect's elevator music. They have the best.
Assistance au niveau 2, projet échantillon 17. Support to the second floor, sample 17 project.
Alright, ladies and gents, well, I want to thank you for watching this part. Don't forget, there still is a lot more stuff that we're going to be doing over in this area, as we're going to be hacking people's computers and all that kind of stuff, and finding more notes and everything that you expect. We did open up level 1 doors, so now we have a little bit more access than we did previously. So let's see what kind of trinkets we got so far. Alright, so we got Edward. Got this guy. And we got that son of a bitch. Alright. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next part, which I think is going to be Sequence 4. Peace out. Bitches!